Hey, this is Aditya Sharma. I scored a 760 in the GMAT, got a 49 in quant and a 46 in verbal. I'm here to talk about how target test prep helped me achieve my goals and achieve a score that was actually higher than what I was aiming for. The big benefit of target test prep is that it's a very modern interface and a very modern program. They are aware that most of us have full-time jobs the workload at your job might change week to week, and you might be able to not dedicate as much time to your program during some weeks, but then want to catch up during other weeks. So the big thing that test prep helped me with was I could just set my target score when I first started, and then the program adjusted to my speed, and I could keep going through all the sections, and they built in enough recall material and enough recall tests into the material so that I didn't forget what I just learned if I had a week's gap, for example. So like I said, when you first start target test prep, it'll ask you to do a diagnostic test and also ask you to enter what target score you're aiming for. Once that's in the system, the entire material shifts. For example, if I had a very high target score set up in the program, I had a 49 to 51 range for quant, and what I understood was that it changed the amount of accuracy required on easy and medium questions and added in more hard questions, so I could keep constantly moving towards my target score. Everyone wants different target score, is aiming for different things, and target test prep is extremely flexible in allowing you to do that. And like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of quant material to cover, and as you keep going through the sections, you'll understand that every now and then the program requires you to do recall tests. They're called mission review tests and global review tests. And by doing those, you ensure that if you've forgotten anything from previous sections, you can circle back to those and review them again. The other thing that I found really helpful was verbal. I'm a native English speaker. I read a lot of books, but spoken and written English as we encounter it in our daily lives is extremely different from what the GMAT expects from you. The verbal section on TTP is currently in beta, but I had initially found that I was really struggling with sentence correction, the sentence correction section. So the one thing that I really struggled with was I was trying to solve the questions using intuition, and in the end I would be able to narrow it down to a couple of options, and then it would just be a guess because I didn't have the fundamentals of the GMAT helping me along. So I used TTP and the beta verbal materials, and the one thing I really appreciated was the consistency that they have throughout their solutions and in their preparation materials. So they'll teach you how to recognize errors in sentences, how to move towards the correct answer in sentence correction. At the same time, when you solve problems, you get a question wrong and you're trying to review the solution, the language used and the strategies used in these solutions are exactly the same as the language and strategies used in their preparation materials. So there's a lot of consistency there that really drills down into your mind how you're supposed to tackle these questions. And to be very honest, once I had gone through their material, the speed that I had on sentence correction improved a lot. By the time I was done with my verbal section, I scored a 46, and I still had a couple of minutes left, and that was because of the strategies that target test prep will teach you in their verbal section. And overall, you'll find that you can reach out to Scott or anyone from the target test prep team, and they'll respond. They're really interested in ensuring that you succeed. And even after you're done with the GMAT, they will reach out to you, congratulate you, and ask you about your performance. It's a very supportive learning environment, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to anybody. Thanks.